Okay.
Right.
I
It's working now.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah. How are you?
Everybody else got over there.
As long as I don't look out. I learned my bachelor's in here. The lighting is just what I pay when I get out of there. Well, I was in the summer. I worked on the farm. And when I was in really he's my
Oh, sure.
Yes, good to see you, Roger. Hi. Good to see you. Hi. Good to see you again. Yes.
Going on in our nation and in our state that are of grave concern. And I understand we have a gentleman here today that, although I've only been in Iowa just under 4 years.
Well, it's great to be back in Clinton. We're calling this our comeback campaign. I don't know if you noticed, but we rode in here in a Itasca motorhome by Winnebago. And of course, I grew up in Winnebago County. Winnebago industry started when I was 11 years old. And the day that we announced this comeback campaign, of course, Winnebago's, like the rest of the economy, has gone through some tough times, laid some people off and things, but Winnebago doesn't have any debt, and they have hired back about 350 workers. And so we're encouraged about that. We hope that's an omen for the rest of the economy, and certainly what I want to do is do all I can individually to help lead an economic comeback here in Clinton and all across the state of Iowa. I had the honor of serving the people of the state for 16 years, and I left office in January of 1999, and at that time we had a record number of people employed. We had a $900 million surplus in the state treasury, and I was satisfied that things were going in the right direction. But recently things have not been going in the right direction. Unfortunately, Governor Culver and the Democratic legislature has now got the state of Iowa in the worst financial fix we've ever been in, with a projected deficit in amounts of over a half a billion dollars. We're not in Washington. This is Iowa, so it's not a trillion. But the federal, the federal debt went up 1.4 trillion last year. And unfortunately, the state of Iowa is moving in that kind of direction too, with this idea of that we can somehow borrow and spend our way to prosperity. And I believe that we need to restore fiscal responsibility and put the focus back on private sector development that will bring good jobs to our state, and also restore our commitment to being the leader in education. We're calling it, we're calling it the comeback campaign because I am coming back for that reason. I want to lead an economic comeback. But in addition to that, I think if you're going to run for an office like governor, it's important that you share your vision and your goals with the people. So I have laid out some pretty ambitious goals. I want to see us create 200,000 jobs over the next 5 years. I believe we can do that because when I came in 1983, we had an unemployment rate that was even higher than it is today. It was 8.5%. And we worked day in and day out to bring industry and jobs to Iowa and to make Iowa better and more competitive. And I'm proud to say we brought that unemployment rate down from 8.5% to 2.5%. And that's how we ended up with a record number of people employed. And it certainly made a difference too in terms of the growth in our state's economy. In addition to 200,000 jobs, I want to see, we've seen in recent years, in recent last year or two. We've seen a number of people that have been laid off. We've seen salary cuts. We've not only seen layoffs, we've seen furloughs, and we've seen a lot of families struggle as a result of this. I want to see us raise family incomes by 25% over the next 5 years. And I think as we bring more business and jobs, but I know I can't do it by myself. We need a lot of help to get this done. We need people like you here in Clinton County and people all across the state that are going to help us in terms of winning this election, but then also to make the difficult decisions we need to set priorities. Because the answer is not to just do as we